later today, you meet some like person who has, high net worth individual, and they're like, okay, I think this is the bottom. I want to put $10 million in. Where do you put it in our current ecosystem, and why?
Ooh, the $10 million thing makes it interesting because you can't just buy it on the market. Ooh, that makes it interesting. So I think the best, obviously not financial advice, but I think the best play currently is buying hex anywhere between a 90 to 95% correction zone. Because in crypto, you have two kind of forces playing, and one is narrative and one is tokenomics. Hex, narrative-wise, has a lot coming for it with the documentary, with the PulseChain launch. And I see Hex as a short-term play to get a bigger position into PulseX. I think PulseX is the end game, unless PulseChain launches at a very reasonable price and not like 20x above sacrifice prices for new people coming in. Because I think buying PulseChain at the 20x, there's a high probability that you're going to be down 60% in your position for a while. Well, I think PLSX has a lot cleaner launch mechanics, so I think an entry into PLSX is probably the cleanest play. So buy Hex, get the get the PHEX copy on the PulseChain, use that to buy PLSX, and then the EHEX, put it into a 2-year stake and forget about it. Because I think EHEX is going to dumb down because people like the new shiny thing, and it's similar to a big payday event. So I think a big dip is coming for EHEX, but I do think it's going to recover relatively quickly, maybe over a period of like 2 to 3 months to get price parity with the PHEX or a premium on PHEX. And I think if you just stake it and forget about it and not try to get your economic energy out at a loss, I think that's going to be the best play. From a high level, that's it. There's a lot of nuance to it. But then the $10 million thing is actually interesting. You would have to dollar cost average. I would honestly do it through limit orders then. Maybe put like a couple limit orders on 1 inch and put it under the market price. So maybe Hex is like 3.3 cents. And you would put limit orders at 3.2, 3.1, 2.7. You can do large amounts there because you're not market buying. And that's how I recommend somebody entering with a big amount and then keeping some dry powder on the side to just buy PLSX or PulseChain if it's at a reasonable price. There's a lot of nuance to the strategy, but I think that's the best play to maximize this ecosystem specifically.
So basically, buy a whole bunch of, or maybe DCA into Hex, and then wait till PulseChain launch and turn some of that Hex into some of the other projects you like, PulseChain, PulseX.